Call this select board meeting of April 9th to order. Please all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Public participation. Mrs. Frost, you're on.
I'm here because I've been appointed to the recycling committee, and also my daughter Heather couldn't be here this evening, but I came to find out what that committee actually does and what will be expected of us.
The committee is actually going to help to organize the pay-as-you-throw. You'll be working with Bob Spencer, I think Mike Quartermunch.
Yeah.
Triple T will be involved also to help organize the whole pay-as-you-throw, and you'll be the ones making the decision whether you go bags or at least investigating, and then we'll have a public meeting and bring the proposal to the public as to whether we do bags or stickers, and they'll help you figure out what the cost would be and so forth. We'll have a public meeting, and then you just kind of oversee it to make sure that people are doing what they're supposed to do, and if they're not, then we need to know so that we can contact people who aren't following procedure the way they're supposed to. And you'll be mostly probably the chair of that committee, will be the liaison between the pickup company and the select board.
Okay.
So at first it might be a few meetings. After that it shouldn't be too many meetings.
Okay. And Jeff Dunkley, is he on that committee because he's the liaison?
He is on that committee as a liaison for the select board also. So it won't all be in any one person's, hands to do everything.
Right,
We're trying to
right.
make sure that we're not putting too much of a burden on anybody.
Well, we were confused because we knew there had always been a recycling
Right.
committee, but now it's going to change, and we didn't know what we were getting involved in. So I'll explain that to Heather, and if we, have other thoughts, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, and there has always been a recycling committee. I don't know how active it's been, other than there's a certain, 2 people who have taken care of opening the composting. You'll look at that and decide whether or not the composting, I think, might stay, but that'll be a decision that'll be, be made by the public, and the proposal will be made by the recycling committee.
Okay. Heather had another question about the committees.
Uh-huh.
There's a conservation committee,
Uh-huh.
but it's empty. She wondered what the conservation committee does.
We have a few committees that really,
That's statutory.
that really, it's a statutory committee, but there's nobody who's ever wanted to serve on it.
Well,
We had,
it used to be
Ted.
10th.
Yeah, we had
And Walt,
Walt Zaluzny on it.
Well, the people that did serve on it have passed away, and since then, no one else has been interested.
Yeah,
What does the conservation committee do?
I have no
you
idea.
kind of oversee like the town forest and questions that come up. You'll get stuff from the state that will say, are you doing this, or should you, do you want to look into that?
Oh.
I was actually thinking that,
Don't we
Mr.
have a town forester that wouldn't come under his? Seth Deal was the town forest supervisor?
Right, so the Conservation Committee is really supposed to oversee what's happening with the town forest supervisor. But as I said, since the Zaluznys have been gone, we really haven't been able to find anybody who was interested in doing it. I was actually going to talk to Paul Miller because he has a huge interest in the town
Right.
forest and stuff.
Right.
He had actually asked a couple questions a couple months ago, so in the part of the reorganization, I was going to see if he was interested in it.
Okay. Well, that's what I was here for, and I guess you've answered my question, so I'll report back to Heather, and we'll think about this. And
Let us know.
maybe we'll talk with Mike and Bob.
Mhm.
Are you going to update them on the dinner?
Pardon?
Are you going to do an update on the dinner,
An update on the dinner?
on Moody's?
Oh, you want me to?
You can, I mean, you've got an audience right now.
Yeah, we do have the dinner plans for the Jim Moody, Vernon resident who has leukemia and will be undergoing a bone marrow transplant the end of this month or early next month. So we planned a benefit dinner for him, which will be April 24th at the Vernon School from 5 to 6:30. It will be continuous servings, and we have a menu of baked pasta with meat or without meat, and garlic bread, salad, and dessert
Yum.
bars or something like that for dessert.
Mhm.
And we have advance tickets on sale at, available at the Shane Shippey's garage on West Road. And also Sally, our town treasurer, has agreed to sell advance tickets at her office, which are a little bit cheaper than buying them at the door.
And how much are the tickets?
I remember they're $8 at the door for an adult and $7 in advance. Seniors were $6 at the door, I think, and $5 in advance, and the children's are $4. $25 for a family at the door, $20 in advance. So there is a little savings if you buy tickets in advance.
And certainly people are more than, it's more than acceptable for them to pay more if they would like to, as a donation.
Oh, yes, we're certainly willing to take more. It all will go to benefit Jim Moody and
Now-
Teresa, his wife Teresa.
Are you doing a lot of the food by donation also?
All of it,
Yes.
all of it.
Oh, yes.
I'm trying to get this out for people
Yeah.
who are listening at home.
And we also are doing a silent auction,
Mhm.
and some of those items will be in the upstairs.
In the foyer?
We're just starting to get those displayed, and they will be a silent auction with minimum bids. And then we'll also be doing smaller items, which will be similar to what the preschool does on town meeting day. where you
Which is a
buy-
Chinese
okay, a Chinese-
auction where you
Yeah,
buy the
Chinese
tickets and,
auction.
yeah.
Right, right. So those are our plans, and they're well underway, and everybody's just chipping in and coming forward and offering help, so it's been really encouraging. And it goes for a good cause.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything in particular for people who are listening that might want to donate? Would you rather a cash donation? Or do you want people to donate food, desserts, drinks?
I think we're pretty well set with the drinks and the desserts. I'm not sure about donations enough for, like, cash donations for the food. I think we're pretty well set. But if anybody maybe out there wants to give something for the Chinese auction,
Yeah.
or for the silent auction, like if knitters or crocheters, or you do crafts and you would like to donate something like that.
And I can ask you this personally and also just in general. Where do we bring items to be donated for the for the silent auction?
You can contact me, Sandy,
Okay. Bruce has a
or just
photograph. Okay.
contact somebody in the town clerk's office. They know about it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
On the photograph, you want to contact her because she'll put it in the display case.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bruce has a photograph, a framed
Yes.
photograph that I'll bring it to your house.
Yeah, if you could bring it to
Sure.
my house, that's great. Or
Okay.
however, yeah, and if he wants to put a minimum bid on it, that would be great.
Okay.
And I'll put it on display up in the display case in the hallway upstairs.
Okay, great.
And people will have a bid sheet.
Yes.
So for the items for the minimum bids, they can write it down, but we'll also have it that night at the dinner, which would be your final chance.
Oh, okay, okay. Great.
You want to check on those bidding sheets once in a while if you're interested in something to see what the top amount is that's been bid.
But I'm sorry, because Chris was showing me something here. You will have more of a chance to bid on the silent auction at the dinner.
Yes.
Okay.
All of the items will be there on display, and yeah.
So what you can do is if you really want something, you just stand in front of it and menace everybody so they...
So April 24th is a Thursday night.
Thursday night, exactly.
So wonderful thing to stop at on your way home from work.
Exactly.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much.
Thank
And thank you
you.
for doing this.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Pretty awesome to see the town come together for somebody who needs help.
I hope we can do it more often.
Yeah. I think,
Yeah, a lot of
I think
people
we
here
should be
need
able
help.
to. I know the Pratt's was very successful, so that's what this town used to be all about, so. All right.
Now it's backstabbing.
Okay, I don't think we have any additions to the agenda.
Okay.
Oh, should I do that in new business? We just need to open the cemeteries. I was supposed to ask if the select board could open the cemeteries.
Yeah, and I have something for the library. Do you want me to do it right now?
Go ahead.
Okay, the library needs a trustee. They've had a resignation effective at the end of their meeting last night, so if anybody out there is interested in serving as a library trustee, please contact the library, 567 Governor Hunt Road.
You might as well do the motion to
I
open the cemetery.
move that we open the Vernon Town cemeteries effective immediately.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to open the Vernon Town cemeteries effective immediately. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. I've been on vacation all week, so I really don't have any remarks, other than the sunshine was beautiful and I had a great time.
We can tell.
All right, approval of minutes.
I move,
Okay, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry, Sandy, go ahead.
Go.
I move that we accept the minutes of March 17th as written.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of March 17th as written. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also move that we accept the meetings of the special select board meeting of March 24th as written.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the special town meeting of March 24th as written. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
You third aye.
We only had 2 ayes.
Oh, aye, I'm sorry.
I didn't say aye because I wasn't there, right? So I can't
Right.
say it.
One abstaining.
Yeah.
Okay. Minutes of April 5th.
April 4th. April 5th was Saturday.
Sorry.
I move that we accept the minutes of April 4th as written as well.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to accept the minutes of April 4th as written. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 I abstained. I wasn't here. Okay. Mr. Coughlin. You have a personnel matter, so we need an executive session?
Madam Chair, I move that we go to executive session with Mr. Coughlin on a personnel matter, the disclosure of at this time which might be detrimental to the town and/or individuals involved.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to go into executive session with Mr. Coughlin on a personnel matter, the disclosure of which at this time might be detrimental to the person and/or town involved. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Sally's not here yet either, huh?
No.
I did not know they had anybody
We went
for
into
that.
executive session at 6:42. Came out at 7, no action taken. Before you leave, the sound system for the next town meeting, is it all in yet?
It is.
It is.
Except for the speakers. They're due any day now. It just has to be assembled. John and Sally's going to help with that.
Oh, good.
And to be ready for town meeting.
Now,
Yeah.
to be ADA compliant, we have to have that.
Well, I got a couple of things.
Okay. That was-
She contacted BCTV for me, and then also she printed out that one that Mike Paul. You have it, and this one here, I had printed it out too, and it has the one for the one that Mike Ball sent us or sent me. This is it. It's a loop receiver, but you have to have a soundboard too, and that was where I said that I saw it was like $3,000 or something just for the soundboard. But Katrina can tell you more about the BCTV, which even sounds much better than going the other route.
Yeah, BCTV looked up a couple of options for us. One of the complaints was that people couldn't hear us in the actual select board meeting, even though the microphones, and we have an amp board and we have things. So that was one of the complaints, was people still had a hard time hearing us. So BCTV wrote up, and you'll see in your, further on in your package, they wrote up a quote for us that would install a power amplifier, a couple other things here. These would be items that would be built in here. The amplifier would attach to our own system that we have. It's compatible with our system. And then a speaker would be mounted on the ceiling with special hangers for these types of tiles. They would do that installation for us at approximately I'd say $50 an hour, and they figure it'd be about 2 hours to do what they needed to do. That was one piece of it. That would be for the select board room. That would stay here. The other piece was he looked up a 4 stereo headphones with amplifier bundle, which is the box I believe that Mike was referring to that churches use. And those, again, hook into a board, and they have headphones that come out of it, and they have controls. And again, in your package, that's there. That bundle is $148, and that would be
Oh, and that's for the
something.
board as well?
That would
The board
be,
and the
not for the
headphones?
board, but whatever we have for a system, they knew what we have for a system at the town meeting. These would work off of that system.
We're going to have a different
We have a
system
whole
now.
new system. We do have a soundboard, amplifier.
Right. That's
Is this
what-
wireless? Do you run wires to these headphones? I don't.
It
The
looks
one he does have
looper-
wires. It looks like it's wires on here.
That
Not
looper
wireless.
does, that one has the amplifier.
But the loop,
Yeah.
right, but the other one, yeah, the other one definitely does.
Right.
So you have some options to look at. But he said that they would work with what we had, so I assumed that he knew what we had down there.
Yeah, well, this
The new
here
system,
would work
but I don't know.
off of what we have
there.
here. But you'd have to wear those, things here,
The
but,
headphones.
too bad. If you need them, you need them, Especially if it's gonna save the town some money, at least they'll be able to hear, and that's what we want. And you get 4 of them.
Now, the problem we're going to have at the next town meeting, though, that's going to be held in the gym.
Yep.
So the board system is in the cafeteria.
Well, that's why we purchased separate equipment, because we were trying to adapt to the system in the cafeteria. That's a hardwired right there. You can't. It's not mobile. So we ended up purchasing a whole new system that is mobile.
So the new system we purchased, we should be able to hook the
Absolutely.
headphones into that.
Yes.
Okay.
If there's enough.
gym.
But it should be amplified
Space
enough
it
so
up.
that they could hear, because the problem, it wasn't at town meeting, it was here. That's where the complaint came in, was from, because if they came to the town, to the select board meetings, they couldn't hear.
Oh, I was told it was town meeting.
Yeah, I think there's
It was
somebody
town
else
meeting.
had
I
a
don't know where,
complaint about town meeting.
I didn't, that's not what
That's
the
what the
lady.
that's what the human rights people told me.
Really,
Yeah.
that's not what she said to me, but,
Could have been in both. Like, of course, if the
Could be
equipment
both,
had
right,
been
but-
working, if we'd
Well,
had
this
all
new
the,
system
everything,
is
if
gonna
the
be really
equipment had been
super
working
amplified.
properly, it might have been a
Yeah, see, I
different
know, I'm
story at town
positive she said it
meeting.
was
Yeah.
town meeting, because
Yeah.
she said she
No.
knew that we had a problem with the microphones at town meeting.
well, yeah, she said that, but that was not, the complaint came in because he couldn't hear the select board meetings, is what
But
she
if we
said.
have that, that'd be great.
So would we be
So for
able
the
to...
system that would stay here, it would be approximately probably $300 with
$300,
labor for the system that would stay here, that would amplify what happens in this room.
Right.
And then we did talk
get the
about, the
headphones.
microphone does have a really long cord on it, so if there are people in the audience, which you can't see anybody in the audience from the DV, from watching it on TV anyways, but if there are people sitting in the audience, you could hook this other little board. All you need is an AV out to hook that the bundle into. So somebody could, if they're still having troubles hearing,
we could hook up that unit to this board and they could use the headphones to hear even better, so they could adjust the volume to turn
Or
it
we
up.
could get this fixed, and anybody
But this-
that wants
this
to
works.
speak
It
should
works.
be able
This
to come
works.
up
This
here,
fit. This-
or should be
yeah.
made to come up here
But
and speak.
we do have a cable, so if somebody isn't able to come up and stand at the microphone can be passed into the audience.
Yeah.
So there are ways to help that.
So you're going to have to work with, I'd say maybe Seth, in case you're not here for that town meeting. So we make sure that the equipment can all be put together.
It will
Because
be ready. yeah,
none of us are
ready.
going to know how to do it.
And, well, it's
So-
a learning experience for me, too.
But maybe,
So
you know,
it'll be
maybe
ready.
when you're putting it together and learning how to use it, it'd be good to call
Oh,
Seth
yeah.
over and have him work with you, because then that way we'll know at town meeting, we're not standing there without a system that works if you're not there.
Yeah, I thought of the backup.
And
Oh, good.
we need to make a decision as to what we're going to do for the headsets, because that needs to be in for town meeting. So we're going to have to make a decision tonight.
As far as the sound system over there in the gym goes, they shouldn't have any problems hearing. The issue with the cafeteria were the wireless mics. They
Yeah.
went down. And the one we were using was of a lesser expensive design, so it just wasn't putting the sound out. This new equipment should accommodate that.
But because the complaint's been made, we have to make sure
We need
that
to
we
make a
have...
reasonable accommodation.
Yeah, we have to make sure we have the headphones available in case anybody, I mean, it could be somebody else, not even where the complaint came from. But now that the complaint's been made, we have to be ADA compliant. And we always thought that just the microphones were enough, but now we know they're not anymore, so we have to have something in place for that evening.
I would have to take a look at the equipment and see
Do you
what's
want-
necessary as far as running.
Do you want me to have Jeff from BCTV
I
get in
can-
touch with you?
I met with him. I can give him a call.
Okay.
You want this stuff then?
I gave him my
I believe I
set.
have it
Okay.
all.
And you can give them a call and order something right away, because if you do go out, we have to make sure that
That piece is done.
this is all done before you go,
It'll
because
work
nobody
out.
else is going to know how to do the equipment.
Right.
Can I make a motion
It'll work
that we authorize Mike to set up, to make sure we're ADA compliant for town meeting?
Yeah.
Second.
Moved and seconded to authorize Mr. Coughlin
Mr. Coughlin.
to set up get the equipment and set it up the equipment and setup that he needs for town meeting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Where are we going to take it out of?
Why can't you go to technology part? Wouldn't that be technology?
Maybe you could.
I mean, I would think that that's what it would be. Now, you'll get the stuff that we need here as well, right, for the
I'll have
select
to
board?
talk, I'll have to talk
Talk
to
to them,
Jeff.
okay. Yeah, I mean, that's up to Sally, I think.
I can give you the information that I have, so you at least have
Okay.
that in front of you.
Gentleman I spoke
Sandy
to-
just gave him all of hers.
Oh, okay.
As long as we have a
Figured
working
that would,
system and
speaker
headset,
would
at least
remedy
one
the
set of
problem with
headsets in
amp.
case one person asks.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
makes perfect sense. Yeah.
I like that one with the 4.
Who
That's
seconded
fine.
the
Yep.
Mike, can you
motion?
get on it yesterday?
Yes.
Just
Thank
because
you.
now I'm in a panic that you'll have to leave and this won't be done, and we really have to be compliant.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you
Mike.
so much, Mike.
And make sure Seth works with you, because if I'm expected to be able to do that stuff that night, forget it.
Oh, it'll be great.
I still have a hard time figuring out
I'll be
how
there.
to use my phone some days.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Is that where we wanted to take it from?
If you need any help, let me know.
That's fine. I just asked Sally because, you know,
Okay. Thank
she
you.
knows more than I do. Okay, Sally.
Can I go in with her before we do warrants?
Sally, can you just wait a minute and we'll do, the ADA compliance update we just did.
We just,
So
did
can we
that.
do the town plan first? Because we're going to have to go into executive session with you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Mr. Dale, town plan? We have to have another public meeting on that, don't we?
You guys,
We do.
yes, you guys now need to set a date.
Yep.
I think everybody signed it. I think everybody from our side has signed it. You guys have all signed it?
they have not signed it.
No.
But we will. I don't know why.
Where
we
is
I
Don't
don't
we
know
sign it
when.
after the public meeting?
Okay.
Where is it?
Yeah, but you, I know when I signed it, you had already signed it.
Did I sign it?
You did.
Yeah.
It's in the town clerk's office, just so you know.
And the only
Oh, is
the
that
only people
where
from our
we were
side who hadn't signed it was Bob Spencer. I called him and he said he would be down that day, and that was like a week ago.
He has,
So-
he's signed it.
So, It's just a...
Okay, I'll sign it first thing in the morning. I was looking for it today, but I couldn't find it, so
Okay.
I will do that tomorrow. And so will you, right?
Yes.
So we sign it first and then have a town meeting? I mean, a public meeting, or do we have a public meeting first and then sign it?
Well,
That's what
you
I-
need to have a public meeting at this point in time, you know, to post for a public meeting, to see if there's any other comment. Then you guys have to meet again and then ratify it. If there's no comment, it's...
Oh, so
I
we
would almost
can't...
think you sign it after
After.
you ratify.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, we wouldn't sign it and then have a public meeting.
Okay, so,
Not, yeah, right. But we signed it at this point in time going forward.
It's ours now.
Now it's ours,
Planning board.
so
So
I
now
don't think we need to
we have
sign
to
it
call-
until
No,
Right,
night.
no,
call for
after
a special
vote.
meeting,
Yeah.
and then we sign
Does
it.
that have to be warned
Got
for
it.
30 days?
Excuse me?
Does that have to be warned for 30 days?
I'll tell you in a minute.
I believe so.
I think anything we do has to be warned for 30 days.
Huh?
I think anything we do has to be warned for 30
Well,
days.
it's a town plan, I would think so.
Yeah. So, we could warn it for 30 days and have it at our next select board meeting after 30 days. I mean, there were 5 people at yours and 2 of us were select board members. So, I don't think,
I don't think you gotta, you know, book the stadium or anything.
no, I think that the people that were interested already came to the first meeting.
Right.
I want to book the stadium.
So that'd be what, May?
Would have to be
7? No, that's 20.
30 days.
Well,
That'd
we'll
be
be having,
20 days.
we'll be having the
Special town meeting.
special town meeting on May 5th, so we're not going to do it that, how about we do it is that the 19th?
Yeah.
Man, my eyes
The
are getting
19th,
bad.
yeah.
God, mine are too.
Yeah, that's the 19th.
Okay.
So why don't we warn it with our, we have to warn it 30 days ahead of time, so why don't we warn the public forum on the plan on May 19th, and we'll just have our select board meeting afterwards.
It's a public hearing.
Yeah, it's a public hearing.
Not forum, hearing.
Oh, hearing, I'm sorry.
Public hearing.
Still a legislature.
And it's an adoption of the town plan.
Right.
Not a signing of, it's an
Adoption
adoption of.
of, okay, good. And what time?
6:30. Select board will follow. If no one's here, then
It'll be quick.
let's do it at 6 o'clock.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, let's do it
Yeah.
at 6 o'clock, and then that way, we'll keep our regular scheduled time for select board. If that's okay with everybody. 6 okay with everybody?
Yep.
Okay.
And has everybody read the town plan?
I have.
I have.
I have.
I know I have.
Nice job. And we know Jeff has, so everybody's read it, we just haven't signed it.
Right.
If we haven't had the
We're not
public
going to
hearing
do
yet.
now until...
Well, yeah.
You guys did a good job, thank you.
Yeah, because I thought I had
With
found a
a
couple
load
of
of work.
questionable things, but it's done now.
Oh, you public hearing, you bring them up.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, that's out of the way. Thank you. So you will all go in and sign that tomorrow?
No.
No.
No,
No,
the
we're
public
going to do
hearing.
it
Not
at...
gonna do it until after the public hearing.
She's still.
I'm still on vacation. My brain's still sitting in the sunshine. Okay, bills and
Right.
warrants. Sally, thank you.
Just a
Oh.
quick comment. The only thing is that if there's any changes, substantive changes, really, all of us are going to have to sign it again if there's any substantive changes.
Okay.
Let's put it that way there. I mean, if it goes through the way it is now, then you guys, you know, could sign it. But
Right.
if people show up and comment, and then you decide if the comment is valid or not. But it's going to be pretty much a pro forma exercise as far as signatures.
Yeah, it's
We'll all
just,
just
yeah.
sign it right after the meeting, and
Yeah.
then we're done.
If
And
it's
it'll be done.
approved, yeah.
Okay.
Good, good. Sally,
Yes.
how are you? I haven't signed a single warrant.
Here you go.
Do you want to executive session first?
Sure.
And that thing has been signed by 3 of us, so that you can go ahead and
So
pay that in
personnel and
advance.
contractual.
Thing.
With Sally, just personnel.
Okay. Madam Chair, I move we go into executive session with our treasurer on a personnel matter, the disclosure at this time which might be detrimental to the town and/or individuals involved.
Second?
So we moved and seconded to go into executive session with Treasurer Sally on a personnel, on a personnel issue.
Mrs. Brasseler.
his treasurer's salary. On a personnel issue, the disclosure of which at this time might be detrimental to the person involved and/or town. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Keep forgetting
Sorry.
to vote. Sorry.
Just that day.
Oh, wow, look at
Oh,
that.
David, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh, David, thank you.
Okay, we went into executive session at 7:19, came out at 7:46. Ms. Harris.
Madam Chair, I make the motion that we sign the following bills and warrants. Number 18E, accounts payable, elections for $1,773.10. Number 19, SG accounts payable for $71,979.44, holding two bills for clarification. Number 11S payroll, $12,820.66. Number 12S payroll, $11,709.03. And number 13S payroll, $14,332.15.
Second.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to assign and pay warrants 18E, accounts payable for $1,773.10. 19SG, accounts payable for $71,979.44, holding out two bills. 11S for payroll, $12,820.66. 12S payroll for $11,709.03, and 13S payroll, $14,332.15. And the two bills that are being held out are going to be investigated further. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye. Madam Chair, would you entertain a motion for time clocks?
Yes.
Then I make a motion that we have Katrina order them immediately, all of them.
Fast track them.
Yep, yesterday. And that we write up a policy so that anybody that will not punch them time clocks will not be allowed to have benefits.
Which is already the policy, right?
Second.
Okay.
It's been moved and seconded to ask Katrina to order the time clocks immediately and write a town policy about the time clocks. It is already stated in the employee handbook that any employee receiving monies from the town has to follow the town employees handbook in order to receive benefits. So we will add on to the town policy about the time clocks, and anyone who refuses to use the time clock will stop receiving benefits. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, insurance continuation through June 30th.
So we have our long-term disability insurance through the standard, and our policy ends May 31st, the last day of the policy. So since our year runs July to June, I'm here to ask whether you want me to pick up that last month of coverage, and then we start with none. beginning
Did you
July
check the
1st.
cost of it?
I know the cost of it. It's $540 a month.
And you can do that, just renew it for 1 month?
Yeah, we did it when we moved last time from the Lincoln group to the standard, and because of the paperwork, we extended that a month there too. It was May 1st that we came on, and the new date became June 1st.
Okay.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I make the motion that we allow the continuation through June 30th, 2014 for the long-term disability insurance.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to allow the continuation of the long-term disability insurance through June 30th. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you for doing that, Sally.
That was the only thing there wasn't like dental or anything like that. I thought it was.
No, dental runs, I mean, I've got to get rid of all of them, but
But it runs through the-
dental runs, actually, July
And the
1st is a
fiscal-
new date for
Oh,
dental.
okay.
And then health is January, so they're all different.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So now it'll be just the health that you have to worry about.
Yep. Okay,
Thank you. Okay, new business. We need to ratify the use of the foyer for the fundraiser.
Madam Chair, I move that we allow the Jim Moody dinner participants, the planning committee, to use the foyer for their fundraiser.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to allow the
Use of
Agmoody.
Moody, what do I call them? Moody.
It's Neighbors Helping Neighbors.
Okay, Neighbors Helping Neighbors organization to use the foyer for their fundraiser. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ratified travel conference request for Killington.
Madam Chair, I move that we allow Bill Hammond, Carol Hammond, Phyllis Newton, Nancy Gassett to go to Killington on the 23rd to the Town Officers Education Conference.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to allow Bill Hammond, Carol Hammond, Phyllis Newton,
And Nancy Gassett.
and Nancy Gassett to attend the Town Officers Education Conference in Killington. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay.
And then, there's one more, we might as well do it while we're here. Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, that on May 6th, 2014, Vermont Leagues of Towns will be holding a Successfully Navigating the Property Tax Assessment Appeal Process. And Carol says she's not sure, but two listers will be going. Possibly two listers will be going, so I say allow them to do that.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to allow the listers to attend the conference on May 6th. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye. And also, there's one August 11th through the 13th, and I believe that is just for Carol,
Right.
because she'll be going and staying over one night.
And where's
2
that?
nights,
I thought she said
11th and 12th.
Oh, yes, yes, I'm sorry, 2 nights, 11th and 12th. I was thinking 3-day course, wasn't even thinking properly. So I move that we allow her to do that on August 11th, 12th, and 13th.
I second that, and want you to know that is a very intense course, and she does great when she takes their courses.
Great.
It has been moved and seconded to allow Carol to attend the listers course August 11th through the 13th. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, so all 3 of those are done.
Okay, Disability Rights Survey letter.
What was that about? When did you ever have one?
They've been going to do this. I think it's a wonderful thing, and I think we should definitely take what they said to heart. We used to have those ADA sign. Where's Mike? He's gone.
He's gone.
David, didn't we used to have the blue signs with a handicap sign on it for people to park? Do we have those still? It's evident. We just need to put those up.
They're up.
They're up?
Yeah, they're up here.
So why are
They
they
painted it. I think when this was done, because it's across the street, if you notice the picture of this, it's
Okay.
across the street because that's, you see whose house
The old-
that's.
Says
That's
they
the-
need a
old
sign
spot.
for each
Yeah.
accessible parking
Yeah,
space.
so this is across the street, and there's Dave Webb's house right there.
Right,
So
so the
you see
sign's
what it's
there.
facing the other way.
The only one that's not done is out here, we're gonna do it this summer.
Right, do the
So
parking lot.
This has all been done.
Except now, and the lip coming into the entryway out here is too high for like a wheelchair. It's supposed to be a 1/2 inch, and the threshold out there is a 1.5 inch.
I thought that was fixed.
Has that been fixed also?
I don't know, ask him, he was the one, overseer of it.
Mike, the lower by the PD, you know, that, did you do
Handicap
anything there,
ramp.
Dale? No, because that wasn't part of the
It's not-
foyer.
Oh, it wasn't part of the
project.
foyer?
No.
I thought they were tearing that part to do that.
No, down here. It's out
We're
here.
talking about down here.
By the
Oh,
PD.
well, forgive me then, because I thought it was upstairs they were talking about, because she
No.
said foyer.
No, this is to get down. So I think we should ask Mike to see about getting that lip fixed, however you do it.
We don't have sidewalks.
There we go.
Yeah, we do. We don't, it's only Governor Hunt Road, And then there's one that comes around the
Yeah.
building here, and then comes this way.
No, they're talking about the following aspects of sidewalks and walkways for the town office.
Yeah, there's that one that goes here, and then ends up there.
This is something to accomplish.
Yeah, I wish I had known about
Yeah.
this.
This is the same guy.
Why don't we ask, well, I make the
Yeah,
motion
let's
that we
ask Mike
authorize
about
Mike
this.
Coughlin to take the necessary steps to bring us up to ADA compliance.
I think this,
second.
I think this has a lot to do with the project that we just did for the
I
foyer,
think
though,
so,
because
too.
we're talking about the aspects of sidewalks and walkways for the Vernon Town office. We're not found to be in compliance. That's the project that they did with the foyer, changing the
Dale was
the,
overseer of.
Yes.
handicap accessible ramp and stuff. So I think that this has all been done
No,
since they...
because it's regarding polling place accessibility,
Polling place.
Oh.
and the polling place is downstairs.
Yeah, we definitely need a sign that says that, though, voter.
Yes.
Handicap. But,
So you have a motion that said what? Say that again, please.
To authorize Mike Coughlin to take the necessary steps to bring us up to ADA compliance for the polling place.
that would be that lip as you come in, right?
Because evidently the others are all in the process of being taken care of.
Yeah,
And
the,
what about that elevator? What, does that work?
Yeah, it works.
does.
It's
Yeah, it
very
does.
noisy, it works fine.
Yeah, I know. I know it's noisy, but I didn't know if it was still okay.
So the parking spaces will be taken care of when
Right.
when we redo the parking lots.
Ones over here we're gonna do this summer, those are all,
These are all done. See, the pictures you're looking at are old pictures. They were, remember when they were across the street, and I said, that's not right, that's not in front of the building where it belongs. And that's when we changed it, was it last year? And David came right away and did it.
yeah, this was done on October 30th of 2013.
And you did the spaces were made wider for van accessible when you,
that's the side, this out here we gotta do. Those are
Yeah,
all-
and they're only talking about this side.
but they're only talking about this side because they're only talking about being accessible for voting.
I know,
The
but,
one that isn't accessible by vans over here,
right.
just so you're aware.
See, because this is old.
Yeah, yeah, that was before we changed the
So it's
handicap to
been
the other
done,
side.
right, yep.
You basically have it here on top, one on the very top.
Two out here on the other side, and three here, I think. Four.
There was a building improvement plan.
Ah, that's right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Interesting stuff.
Do we have a second?
Yes, you did.
We, it has been moved and seconded that we ask Mike Coughlin to take care of all of the issues that need to be taken care of to make the town polling area accessible. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Do you have the liquor license?
No?
No,
I don't have a
we have to
license.
kind of put that on,
Table it?
yeah, because apparently they didn't fill out the application correctly according to the town clerk, so.
Susan told me at the time that I was drawing up the agenda that she couldn't give me that yet because they had filled something out incorrectly.
Okay.
And so,
Okay.
and she was out today, so when I double checked with her, I still didn't have it, so we'll have to table it for the next one.
Maybe.
When does that run out? I
May
mean,
1st, I believe.
huh?
I believe it's May 1st.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say,
Pretty sure.
that would kind of be pretty bad for the liquor place there, whatever it is. Yeah. And then,
On the stormwater, we need to have David out for that.
yeah,
All right.
and the last one too, right?
So we'll table the liquor license, the stormwater discharge permit for Central Park.
You want
We have it
David.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, David,
Is that what I have a copy of here?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes, you do.
Do you have both of these?
I do too somewhere.
When I got him in, I gave him a copy.
As far as the stormwater permit, do not sign it. You can send them a nice note saying that they can still pay their portion. Nothing's changed up there in 2 years. Went through this exactly 2 years ago last month when they went to the state about it.
Yep.
Trying to turn more over.
Yep.
I don't want to spend more money.
Nope,
So
you're
they're
right.
both one of the same.
No, they're different.
No, they're
No.
different.
One's the Sosmo,
Right.
stormwater,
Yeah, I see that.
and the other one's for Norm.
So, Madam Chair, I make a motion that we do not sign the stormwater discharge permit number 5468-9010.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we not sign the stormwater discharge permit 54689010. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 So you're going to send this back to him? or-
I have the original.
That's the original.
I have the original. Right here.
Yep.
Maybe just a letter saying...
I was going to say, would you like me to?
I was
pick up
going to
a
say we
letter
should send it
with
back
you
with a
on
note,
that?
not just send it back.
Yeah, no, that'd be-
You can just let them know per state, nothing's changed up there. They're still responsible for their half.
okay.
Stormwater discharge permits.
Well, that's how they tried it the last time.
That's
They went
right.
to the state, and this time they tried to go through the town clerk. The minute I saw it on the agenda, I called Katrina, what's this about?
And I stopped him on the road.
Thank you. Okay,
What's this one for?
the next one is the Central Park.
And this stuff's for Norm,
Uh-huh.
putting stuff up there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was done before. so.
So what are they asking? Oh, they're asking us to...
They need, it's for the state permit with them. They need to have you to sign it.
Every motion.
That should be
Madam
all
Chair?
set.
I make a motion that we sign the... What is this?
Wait, can I ask a question
Uh-huh.
before you make your motion? What is this all about?
Norm's hauling stuff up in there. Underneath the Act 250 permit he's got for up in there.
Okay.
Concrete, bricks, masonry, porter.
Okay. All
Did we
right,
second it?
Haven't made it yet.
Oh.
go ahead, sorry.
I make a motion that we approve and sign the categorical disposable certification application form for Barbara Salvage, which is Norm Mallory.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to sign the categorical disposal certificate application form. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Do you have the original?
I do.
It would be nice if she had it so she could sign it.
Give it to me. I don't want it out of my sight until then.
It works better that way, and then we don't lose
does,
things.
doesn't it?
That's right.
Absolutely does.
Kildress don't still own that land there, do they? No.
Can I have it right back? So I can give it back to her?
That's the one that,
Have a reputation,
Isn't that
that girl.
North Dawn?
yes.
Okay.
Was this something
I
else?
almost wrote
Katrina,
56.
that I
It's
was
Bob's
gonna bring up?
birthday. That's what I read.
I said
Before
remind me
nine,
to
I almost
remind you.
automatically did his
To
birthday.
remind me?
The display case?
She's
Here you go.
ignoring you.
Was that it?
No.
No. No, it wasn't. It was something else.
Yeah.
Oh, the key to the display. Yes, it was.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
This is where it's difficult, where I've been away. I haven't had a chance to read
Janet?
any of this.
We can do that.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Sorry,
Now, before you close up, can I,
we're not closing yet.
okay, good, I need to ask something.
I'm all
Is there
set.
anything else, David?
Nope, I'm all set.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
We're actually going to have two executive session.
Okay, but before we go in, I don't have an executive session thing.
Go ahead.
Well, after our meeting on Friday night, Ina posted up here, and I posted down to the post office. And I couldn't get into it because there was no key available to me,
The display case.
the display case. So I taped it, and really, really taped it good, because the wind and everything like that. So, but it wasn't there when Katrina did come down and put it inside, and then it was gone. You know, there's only one key
There's two.
outside of.
I have a key, the town clerk has a key.
Well, I mean, there's only one key outside of the one that Katrina has, and the thing is gone. But there's 2 display cases down there. Can we get that key from the town clerk? That, you know, maybe a select board member, you know, maybe the clerk, has a key to it, because there's 2 display cases. She could have one and we could have one. Because one of them came up from, and I don't know who
Schoolhouse.
moved it, came up from the schoolhouse.
Bobby did.
Who?
Bobby did.
It belonged to the town clerk. We used to have it down there, and when they put the ice machine in front of it, that's when we moved the other ones from the town office down. I think you could just get another key made.
Well, my recommendation really was just to see if
If
since
we
the
could
other
use
one
one?
is bigger and would fit the town, the list.
Voter checklist, which is why he moved it, to be able to put the voter
Right,
checklist
which is
in
Oh,
there.
great.
okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
who moved
It
it,
was
I don't
the-
care who moved it.
But
It's moved, it's fine.
if she can
But-
just use that one, we'd use a small one for any
Right.
select board business, legal warrant, that kind of legal warnings. It was just my suggestion is that way and then one select board member would have another key, or all of them, I don't care, we can get keys for all. But so that if you ever wanted to put something in there, you'd have a key to put it in instead of putting it on the outside.
Yeah, I just take things to the inside of the window when I post.
Right.
Can we get more keys made, or is that too old?
I don't
Do
know.
you-
You can
I don't
get
even know if
keys
you could get those
I
kind
would
of
think
keys
so.
made.
It's just a little tiny key like
We did that
this.
so you could have a key, I remember.
So I can just get keys made.
Why don't you get some keys made?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that way I could have
Thank
put it in myself, too.
And then we'll suggest that we use the little one and save the big one for the town clerk for posting
Yeah,
voter
yeah, 'cause-
checklists and so forth.
Since it's bigger,
because
and
it
I
all
don't really
fits
need
in
that
there
big
and
of a
everything.
space.
Yeah,
And she does.
And there might be other committees that want to post in there, too.
absolutely.
You know.
And that way they could go to, like, Katrina and,
Stuff at
They
the
could-
office.
yeah, post their stuff, too. Yeah,
All right.
okay, I'm done.
Okay, Katrina, have you heard anything from people about committees?
I've heard from one person. Casey Walsh is interested in being the another representative to the Rescue Inc. board.
We only have one, though.
Yeah, I think we only have one rep.
I thought there was 2 positions.
One and an alternate, I thought we had.
I thought,
No.
yeah, I thought.
Where's
we
my
had 2.
thing?
I thought we were supposed to have one.
We're
and an
supposed to
alternate,
have
but we
2.
couldn't get 2.
We couldn't get 2, and we only got 1.
Are you sure?
I'm almost done.
Because that makes me question something.
Your mentality?
It's almost always that case with.
We've always only had one, we always only had one. We only had Frank Weatherby.
Before
we-
Frank, way back. Go
We
way
had
back.
troubles finding somebody. I remember that last year
So why don't,
before.
Well, the problem we had is Dick McNary had stepped up to the plate and offered to do it, and we told Rescue twice, and they never contacted him.
Yes.
That was the problem we had. It wasn't that we couldn't find somebody to do it, they just never contacted him.
why don't we contact Rescue Inc. and find out?
I can
Before
send
we make
Drew
any action.
I'll send Drew an email because I have another thing I'm
And
working
can you contact Richard McNary to
Yeah.
include him in this as well?
Definitely.
I don't know Casey Walsh. Do you know him? Who is he?
on. He's a Vernon resident is all I know. The message that I got was,
Well, must be up his alley, right?
we got a message from Ellen, his sister, I believe. She's on, and they said that they live on Basin Road.
Ellen who?
Walsh?
Basin Road?
That's what I said. And so I talked to Casey
That's
today
up
and
there
asked
by
him
Mike Ball.
if he was indeed interested, and he said yes, very much so.
I don't know who that is. Also, too, I'd like us to look into a investment committee. I think that would be a good idea if we had an investment committee to oversee the investments that we're making. Obviously, the first person that comes to my mind is Bruce because of his background, but there's also Gordon Christensen, is in finance. There's quite a few people in this area that are in finance that I think would be good members
And
of that
Matt, I
committee.
think we-
And Matt
Matt
Coombs.
Susan Cobb is too, I think.
Who would-
Susan Cobb?
So I think that there are quite a few people that we could rely on to do that.
She's in the bank.
Also, would like to look at, because the town plan is done, I'd like to try to look at, and we'll have to think about this for a couple of days, but utilizing the planning committee in other ways than what they're being utilized now, if they're not going to have as much work to do on the town plan, I think maybe combining them with like economic development, or using in some way using the planning committee as a cap. But I think an important part of that is looking at economic development. So let's think of a way we could maybe reword the mission of the planning committee and talk with folks on the planning committee about ways that we could
And maybe talk to Martin as well and see if he
yes, definitely. We
would be,
need
if we
to
could,
get,
if he had some input too, that,
and we need to get a couple more members of the finance committee. Now, we had already organized a CAP, if you remember.
right.
So we could take Martin, I think Martin was one of the people on the CAP. I can't remember. But we could take a couple of those members and combine them.
Okay, and then does that leave us enough people on the finance committee? I think it does.
We need to have a finance committee because we
That's
shouldn't go
more
through
active
what
than
we
last
did
year's.
this
Rather, so you have the investment committee be a sort of a subset of the, because it's not going to be the same as the finance committee, right?
Well, and that's what we need to think
shouldn't
about,
be.
because we've got so much coming up in the
Oh, it
next
could be.
short amount of time here. I think we need to try to utilize some of these committees in ways that can kind of help us move to the future. So we really need to be thinking about
Yeah, and
something.
think about also for the finance committee, somebody who's got experience or who knows a lot about physical capital equipment.
Well, that's why Steve
Steve's-
Zaluzny is such a
yes.
such a great
Yes.
add-on to the finance committee, because he
Yes.
understands big machinery and stuff that I don't think anybody on the finance committee understands at this point. And that's really what the capital plan is all about. Heavy-duty equipment. So
Right,
I
right.
think he's a great addition to it. But I'm sure are other people in town that would be interesting. So let's kind of
Okay.
try to think about it and see how we can coordinate some of these committees to be able to get some of this work done that needs to get done.
Okay.
Okay? And that's the only person you heard from was Casey. I did hear from Steve Skibnowski. I did hear from Bob Spencer.
Oh, I heard from Bob, and I heard from Steve. I got emails from them.
Okay. All right, so let's work on it and try to set these committees by next select board meeting.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
the plan, yeah.
All right,
Go ahead.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make the motion that we approve and sign the contract with House Lawn Care of Winchester, New Hampshire for a 2-year contract in taking care of the cemeteries for the total of $17,000 a year.
Second,
it's been
Wow.
moved.
Thanks.
still the same amount.
I
It's
know,
been
they don't
moved.
go
Yes,
up.
yes, and he has not raised his
Isn't he-
prices in
isn't he
how many years now?
A lot of
Since
years.
before I was on the committee, I think.
It's been moved and
He's
seconded
excellent too, isn't he?
Yes. Sorry.
I'm
to
sorry.
re-sign the contract with House Landscape. Is that what they are?
For 2 years.
For 2 years for at the price of $17,000 a year. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Did you put this out to bid?
And it's not a
Or you
conflict
didn't
of
because
interest.
they were the lowest?
I'm not related to them. We didn't put it out to bid.
Okay, but they were the lowest last time anyway, right?
They were the best.
And they were
It
the
actually
lowest.
come before the select board.
We did, we asked for a 2-year
You
contract
asked
last
for.
month.
Yes, we did.
And they
Yes,
said we
you
could.
did.
Yes.
It actually came, and you
That's right,
decided to
we
waive
did.
the bid process. at that
Thank
time.
you, Katrina.
Thank you for remembering that, Cindy.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to put it away.
Yep. And you had something?
I do have executive session though.
Now, do we give this to you?
I think we're all supposed to sign that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody has to
Sorry.
sign.
Sorry.
It's just a hand.
Mike, do you have anything?
Just have a couple quick ones if you
Sure.
have a second for me.
We always have a second for you. What can we do for you?
It seems to me the time clock issue was discussed before, am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
Maybe last year or something like that?
hmm
And I don't recall.
I don't think it was last year,
It was
but
just
No,
recently.
just recently.
But we just hadn't done it. We haven't.
there was a question as to whether or not we should order them because the voters at town meeting had voted to get rid of a department, but we decided that we really should get the time clocks. And we'll,
Can you say anything about what's the emphasis behind
um,
that?
just to make it easier for Sally to have easier record keeping, be able to, the way time clocks are filled out now, sometimes you can't read the writing, or they're done different by different departments. So this way, everything's clear and easy. It makes it much more time sensitive for
So everything's
for Sally, and
standardized.
everything's standardized. Every department's doing exactly the same thing.
So it's not like there's been some problem? Just-
We're just trying very
You
hard.
guys only sign one page.
Just trying
Sign
to
that page.
modernize things.
Sign that
And
page too.
is there a cost that goes with that, or is it really not? I mean, what?
It's Katrina, do you know how much they are?
It's about, it's gonna run us probably, I think we said, right around $1,500 to $2,000 to put the time clocks in, to get the supplies that we need.
We had allocated the money and approved it
Yes, you
a few
did.
months ago. So
You did.
that's not a new, it's not a new expense.
It's not a new
Yeah.
expense.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't have to vote on an expense. But actually, the auditors, one of the auditors had also suggested that we put in time clocks.
And I just wanted to clarify, what did you ask Mike to do regarding the ADA stuff? For the, not for the polling place, but for the town meeting?
We have to have a headset. We had somebody at town meeting who couldn't hear well. So it's never come up before for anybody, but now that the complaint has come in, we are aware of it. So we have to have some kind of a hearing device available for anybody who's hard of hearing. So that's what we're doing.
Now, I knew that there was a new sound system coming anyway,
Mhm.
but now,
Well, the new sound system is in, so that's going to be ready to rock by the special town meeting. But this was in addition to,
Sign it.
Yeah,
Just
and we probably could have taken care of this one issue with the new sound system, but now that the issue has come to light, we have to always make sure that we're ADA compliant, and that means that there could be some other person at town meeting who has a hearing issue, and we have to make sure we have that available for them. So that's all part of doing this, and we're also going to have a policy with a 48-hour notice. We will have an interpreter there if we need to, if somebody is deaf. And we did that years ago. We had a resident who was deaf, and we had an interpreter available for meetings.
so are you definitely doing the headset headphones?
Yep, at least get one so that we have it if there's an issue.
Are those wireless, did you say?
We're gonna look for a wireless set, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not very exciting tonight, sorry. Okay. I need a motion to go into executive session on a possible contractual matter, the disclosure of which at this time might be detrimental to the town and/or individual involved.
So moved.
So seconded.
so I'd,
It's been moved and seconded to go into executive session on a possible contractual matter, the disclosure of which at this time might be detrimental to the town and/or individuals involved. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye. Gee, David, you did so good before. Please.
if you don't mind, thank you.
Did you say a possible contractual?
Yes.
Possible contract.
Not possible, it's a contractual matter.
Thank you.
Oh,
It is
Sorry.
a contractual matter.
Thank you. I'm just kidding.
I'll let
Just a minute.
Katrina shut the system down.
Make sure you let everybody know that it is a contractual. I confused my contractual. So that's when we divide and say, which one do we do?
You're on.
Divide and say, which one do we? Yeah. Okay. Went into executive session at 8:22, came out at 8:45, no action taken. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to adjourn this fine meeting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Katrina, this needs to go on file.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Could you make sure the auditors see it too?
What did it say?
It's the paper we signed for the